What is up, everybody? We are back in the building. It is a beautiful day in paradise. We're having a lot of fun out here. I hope you can hear me okay. Let me turn that up a little bit. Give me a 1 if you can hear me okay. Guys, I saw Almighty Trafficker talking trash on No Jumper. Oh, he's broke. He doesn't have any money. He's out there working with. Bro, just answer me a question. How can somebody who couldn't even make bail to regain their freedom and get back to their kids, right? Who calls themselves suspect? Oh, dude, I should not have messed with my camera. The internet is not great in paradise. Let me hold this still though, guys. Let me see. I want to show y'all this, but my internet. Okay. Private villa. Private villa. You see that? He doesn't have any money. Suspect, I'm not you. I don't go to jail and get taken away from my kids and don't got shit, what, $5,000 to bail out and go home. That's not me. That's your life, not mine. How do you call yourself six-figure sus? You see that pool? Y'all probably can't see that pool out there. Oh, yeah, you can. How can you call yourself six-figure sus but can't bail out of jail, my friend? I'm not you. That's not my life. Right? You see that? That's not my life. I'm better than you in every statistical category. Just know that. So, oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. This damn camera. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Doggone it. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I'm not going to blame it on the African internet. We're not going to blame the African internet. Hold on, let me see. Lord Jesus. Hold on, let me see if I can flip this thing around. Flip it around. I don't even know how to flip this around. Hold on. I'm using my stylus because I think my fingers are just too fat. I thought I should be able to swipe this and it flips around, but I guess not. It's okay though. I got options. Layout. Camera. Hold on. Gotta do it by hand, dog. Okay, got it. Perfect. Okay, we're back. I should have just kept it on the view, huh? Okay. Hold on. All right, so guys, the other video that I did before was a bit rushed because I didn't have a lot of time. I was busy having a good time. having fun. And I really didn't have a lot of time to sit back and discuss this. But before we go, my brother C-Mac, my brother from another mother, C-Mac from Seattle called in, and I gotta answer this. There's some tap-ins that you cannot ignore. Unmute yourself, my brother. What's on your mind?
What's up, fam? Can you hear me twice?
Yes,
Because I
loud
can
and
hear
clear.
like,
Loud and clear. You're good.
oh, okay. I just wanted to ask you, bro, because I'm I'm quite mad, bro. I feel like people keep playing with you too much. I feel like there's been a lot of controversy, and I feel like you're soaking it in. But I'm as a fan on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? It looks crazy. I know what's going on. I know damn well you just enjoying your vacation, enjoying your family, and letting
You a little
motherfuckers.
bit muted now. Do you got your hand over your mic? Okay, you good. So you said I'm on vacation, I'm enjoying my fam and all that.
Yeah, and I feel like what you're doing. Yeah, you're enjoying your vacation. You're doing what you do as a father and family man and shit. But I'm mad because I feel like motherfuckers is taking it and running with it. And although I do feel like you're smart for how you're letting shit play out, I'm mad, bro. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like,
Hey, don't worry. We gonna set them. We gonna set them straight right now. Thank you for calling in, my brother. Y'all go check out my boy C-Mac from Seattle. Bro is an excellent rapper. I'm trying to get bro in contact with Royce the Choice, man. This guy can rap good. And I'm trying to get his boy, Mark. Is your boy's name Mark?
yes, sir. Yeah, Mark Anthony.
Yeah, we trying to get Mark back to No Jumper because Mark was the only person who I felt could give me a decent debate in anything political, and he needs to be back up there. But he's smart, so Adam might be hating on him. You know how it goes. Guys, listen. Ali, come get me, man. I'm trying to go to Bar. Hey, this is my best friend out here in Africa, Ali. He's tapping in. Come get me, bro. I'm trying to go to Bar. Gotta eat, get some coffee. So this is how we're doing it. My friends from Africa tap in on the channel. Then we go hang out. I'ma holler at you. Let me get into this real quick. Thank you, brother. All right, guys. So you guys all know what's up. I've already issued the challenge. Any LA podcaster who criticized my ability before today, because I don't want a bunch of losers trying to run and come take advantage of this. I'm giving them the opportunity to hit me up in my inbox. And if they want to go a couple rounds, freestyle rounds, man, we're not going to do hood booger. Oh, this is all from the shoulders. You question my black belt at this point. So if y'all want to go a couple rounds, whatever you know versus whatever I know, look, inbox me. You come down to the gym. I give you 3 rounds of 3 minutes. We do an MMA style. And if that's what if you feel like you want to test and see what's up, come on down. Until then, you're basically a bitch. That's it. You're basically a bitch. Speaking on another man, what he can and can't do, what he has done and when you speak on another man and what he's accomplished and what he's done and what he's earned, especially when you don't do what he does, you are a bitch. It's not a roundabout, a nuanced thing. You are a bitch. I don't go tell plumbers about plumbing. I don't tell freaking Almighty about sucking dick. That's what the nigga does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that. So I can't speak on what he does. But I was taught that when you speak on what another man's accomplishments or whatever, and you really don't have the experience or knowledge on that to speak with authority or even to critique, righteously, you're just a bitch. I mean, we know Compton Rick Rock's talking on me. Who the fuck even is that? I don't know that nigga. puns, talking shit, his fat ass, bring your fat ass down. That's if you feel like Brandon is this and he's a nigga I could play with. Look, man, no better place to settle that than at the dojo, man, on the mat, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. You guys could have just asked me. You don't gotta go and try to hate on a nigga. Oh, a white dude, some punk ass faceless white dude named Mike, point and shoot, said it. So I'm gonna be a black bitch and jump on it and start trying to. And then on the next end, we'll be talking about how black men need to stick together. And these dudes, listen, bro, let me tell you something. Niggas like Punt, niggas like Fig Community World, they won't even open their lips up. They scared to talk about sex traffickers, bro. But a jump up on the internet and try to slander the accomplishments of another black man, that makes you a bitch. Full stop. I'm telling you that. I've never done that. I've never went and been like, man, this place and that place, this nigga didn't do that and he this and he ain't. Bro, that is some whole ass activity, right? That is some whole ass activity. I don't even care. Like, this is just what it is. Now bro, it was content, whatever. Okay, that's fine. I understand that. But if niggas are truly questioning my ability, bro, no better way than to find out. I train at a gym in LA Saturdays and Sundays. Come on down. Come on down. Now, Mark Wilson, are you a podcaster? You're already initially retarded because I said if you're an LA podcaster who question my ability, come on down. I don't know you. I don't know you. I'm talking about these big, fat, ignorant motherfuckers and gay ass suspect running from half the dudes in LA trying to talk like he's tough still. And the thing is, these dudes been talking about fades for years. They ain't never caught none of them. Right? So I have a debate with Fig. I'm probably going to end up going on Fig Community. But I'm just saying, in general, y'all question my ability. Y'all really want to know what's up. Come on to the invitation is open. Like, come on down. I'll tell you where I train at Saturday and Sunday. It's an open mat style. You can do whatever you want, really. And we'll do it like that. But so let's get that. Go there. Let's we're done with that. That's been issued. Okay, fine. Now, they could clip that and let that go viral. But anyway, so let's talk about this bitch ass nigga Mike from Point and Shoot, right? This dude made a video, and now we have the whole video. Before he hid it behind a paywall, bro made a lot of like false claims to the point where like people from the jiu-jitsu community were like, you should just sue this dude. They're like, dude is literally making up lies about you. He's lying, saying you said things you never said. He's also just, he's basically slandering you. And one thing about jiu-jitsu, we have a lot of lawyers. This is live. We have, and I'm going to give you guys the link to come up in a second. We have a lot of lawyers and doctors and Navy SEALs and Army Rangers in the jiu-jitsu community. And I have some friends who are lawyers, and they were like, I got you, C-Mac, you in here. But when I'm done, I'm gonna let you come back up. A lot of my friends who do jiu-jitsu, who are actually lawyers, they're telling me you should go sue Point and Shoot because he's slandering you, and what he's doing could have an adverse impact on your livelihood, right? Saying I'm a fake black belt. I didn't earn my black belt. I never competed internationally. You know, I'm not world class, all that. Now you're getting into legal stuff because say there's people who train with me or potentially were going to train with me who are like, we're not training with him anymore because this guy said he's lying about all this stuff. You could impact somebody's livelihood. Thank goodness I could you know, I am the person I say I am, and I've done what I said I've done. And thank goodness I'm not a person who's petty. I heard he has a couple of lawsuits against him right now. I'm not that. I'm not petty. So I'm not taking the legal route. All I can do is prove that he's a liar, which he 100% is, and we can leave it at that. As far as good morning, Joseph. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Guys, say hello to Joseph. Joseph, say hello to the good people.
Hello.
Hello, Joseph. How long have I known you?
Here.
Yeah, here. How long have we known each other?
7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
So I've been doing this. This is my good friend, guys. Thank you, Sachsan.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, that's Joseph. Joseph's taking care of the tea and getting us cracking. You know what I'm saying? Joseph, do we have any ice cubes?
Yes, we have.
May I please have a cup of ice cubes? Appreciate that. Yeah, Almighty, you'll never be able to do that because you're a broke, hairline receding bastard. You're going to be in jail, buddy, if you don't beat that case. Bigger things to worry about. It's 10:47 there. We're on the other side of the planet, dummy. Not Reg Dog is not a dummy. I actually like Reg Dog. But we on the other side of the planet. Almighty hairline. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Mike's video. Let's call him who he really is. Let's play Mike's video. And let's get to the nitty-gritty. So this is going to be the start of where Mike is talking trash. Let me share this. Pray God our internet holds up, which it is really good, actually. I don't know why this camera app is. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. You don't got to port. Thank you. My man. Yeah. So we're going to vacation. We having fun. This is fun, y'all. Let me see if I can make this. Okay, good. I think this is a little better. All right. So let's play what Mike is saying. And then I'm going to show you guys, like, I have a fan page that I had that I don't mess with anymore. I was able to get back into that page. So now I can show you guys pictures of every single thing I claimed and just show you that it's true. So let's go.
Black belt who has won world championships. And I'm looking at him when he's saying this and I'm going, you're morbidly obese. What? You are a crybaby. There's no way you've won anything, world championship in anything. And so I was highly skeptical. And what I did was I opened a separate investigation into his jiu-jitsu stuff. And of course, I found out that. Okay, so guys, first, let me know if you can hear that. Okay. Can you hear the audio from the video? Let me know if you. Okay, so you guys heard it, right? So he says, Brandon makes a claim that he's a black belt, right? I am a black belt, and that he's won world championships. Now, if you listen to the way he worded that, he made it seem like I said I was a world champion black belt. Guys, understand, there are people who've been doing jiu-jitsu competing consistently for 20 years. They've never won world champion at black belt. That is a very hard thing to do. You pretty much have to quit your life to do that. You got to do probably a year of straight, just pure training 3 times a day. You got to be on some Karate Kid. Donnie, I got you coming up in a second. You got to do some Karate Kid type shit, but like extensively for at least a year to be prepared to fight and win a black belt world championship. The belt underneath black belt is brown belt. Brown belts consistently beat black belts all the time. So the belt under black belt is brown belt. The closest I've come to a black belt world championship in IBJJF is I got second place at a brown belt, no IBJJF, Nogi Worlds. That's the closest I've come. But I'm going to play him saying it one more time. Then I'm going to show you the pictures to prove it. Black belt who has won world championships. And so he says I'm a black. He says he's a black belt who has won world championships. Now, mind you, Mike understands the legality or like the legal ramifications of what he says.
He's already getting sued by several people. So he words it like that. So if someone brings it to court, he'll say, well, I didn't say he said he was a black belt who won black belt world championship. I said he's claimed he was a black belt who won world championships. He says it in a way to where he can switch up the context in which he's saying things in case this becomes a legal issue. But we know what he's implying. And I'll mind you, in the video, he also says, yeah, Brandon earned his black belt. Oh, but he's not world class. He tries to he does a lot of double speak. That's what Tariq Nasheed does. Umar Johnson does that. You know, white folks taught black folks how to do double speak. That's literally something from is that from double speak? I think is from 1984. The book by who wrote 1984? What's his name? Who wrote that book? Dang, I should know this. George Orwell. Double speak. That just saying the same thing but saying it two different ways, so the context is can be changed at any given moment. Okay, so I googled it for sure. What you mean? Anyway, so let's listen to him say it again, and then we're going to show the picture to prove that everything I say is true.
Looking at him when he's saying this, and I'm going, you're morbidly obese. What? You are a crybaby. There's no way you've won anything, world championship in anything. And so I was highly skeptical. And what I did was I opened a separate investigation.
Okay, so he says, there's no way you've won a world championship in anything, right? I looked at him. This guy's going off of looks. That's an investigation. Let's just look at something, and that's going to determine whether it's true or not. All you dumb people who actually are listening to this dude, you're just dumb. You think that someone saying, I'm going by looks is an investigation. That's not an investigation. You're just an idiot, and he's just a loser. So what I see around my neck, right, is a Sport Jiu-Jitsu International Federation 2015 world title, a gold medal wrapped around my neck. Right there. He's never won a world championship. I think that says worlds. I think that's a gold medal. And I think that's me who's holding it. Okay. So Mike is a liar. First, malicious claim. Then, even if someone says, oh, this is bronze or something, right there, November 23rd, 2015, made some progress. Gold feels great. The picture of me with the medal, and then the picture of me in the match, winning, beating this guy for the gold. And I was playing a nice half guard variation here, and I was able to get the sweep and control the top, pause, and I came away with the world title right there in 2015. So that's Mike Lai, number one, debunked. He's never won a world championship at anything. Come on, bro. You're a loser, Mike. We never even seen your face. But it's always the nameless, faceless people trying to talk shit. So let's play a little bit more from Little Miku and see what other malicious claim he tries to make. Let me see if I got a timestamp here. Donnie, don't go anywhere. I'm bringing you up. Okay.
Into his jiu-jitsu stuff.
So then he says, I launched an investigation into his jiu-jitsu stuff, and goes to a picture of one of the top 5 greatest black belts in jiu-jitsu. 2 of them, actually, Hafa and Guy Mendez, giving me my black belt, guys. Understand, black belt. So as far as the Sport Jiu-Jitsu Federation, I was on top of the world then. And then I went to He never did IBJJF. That's another federation, right? Bro, I've done IBJJF. As a matter of fact, in the same year, 2015, right? Guys, can you guys hear me? It's saying that you guys lost audio. Can you? Oh, you don't even need audio for this. But anyway, in this other thing. So in 2015, that same year, I went to the IBJJF World Nogi Championship right here, and I took second place. I beat this weirdo. I beat this weird. No, they're not weirdos. They're respectable gentlemen. This guy right here came all the way from Norway, the little short one. Bro is a champion wrestler in Norway. That guy, the short one, he's a champion. He wins gold in every tournament in Norway. I beat him. Got him out here. This other dude just looks like a buffed out Brazilian cholo. Also beat him. Yeah, you have to go through people to win, to even get second. And I think there were 2 fights before you got to the podium rounds where you would actually get on the podium. Okay, so this is the IBJJF, right? He said he never did IBJJF. World Jiu-Jitsu Nogi Championship for the world, Craig. Not just for the parking lot, of the world. Your boy took a respectable second. I want to say this came down to a ref's decision, and they chose this stud, Paul Ardilla. He's an awesome guy. I think he's from Colombia. Great dude. Awesome. He's a lawyer. He lives in the United States now. Definitely, he is a great wrestler. Great wrestler. I think it came to a ref's decision. He got the nod from the refs. And that was it. But guys, notice the goalpost will move. You got 20 pounds. You got 50 pounds. I thought I never did IBJJF. I thought I never won worlds. So understand what I'm telling you is the level is not different. I won worlds in the gi at SJJIF, then turned around in the same year and went and took second in Nogi at the IBJJF. Off rip, my level is high. That's world class. These are world class guys. These guys came from around the world to fight in this tournament. So I think that's the definition of world class. And at that point, I was right there in the mix with them. Okay. So then my professor, Guilherme Mendez, and Rafa Mendez, professors plural, they saw fit, hey, let's give bro. Actually, you know what? After this, I was training because that was at the beginning when I first got my brown belt. It was at the beginning. That's right after I won Pan Ams. So I had like a little run because right before those 2 competitions, I had won Pan Ams at purple belt. So I went from winning Pan Ams at purple belt to then winning worlds at brown belt and then taking second place at Nogi Worlds IBJJF in Nogi. And the weight class was ultra heavy. So anyone who weighs 220 and up, that's how the weight class works there. So yeah. Do you understand that most people who do jiu-jitsu will never accomplish these things? These are like 1% type of accomplishments. You're 1%. So, Mike, point and shoot. I launched an investigation. Clearly, your investigation wasn't good enough, my brother, because you missed a lot. You could have just Googled my fan page on Facebook and not have lined yourself up for a damn lawsuit. I basically got this guy by the balls right now because I could sue him. Hey, this guy's hurting my livelihood. I need at least 100,000, and I need his YouTube channel shut down because he made me lose $50,000 because he lied. He told a malicious lie based on it had no basis in truth, a baseless argument, and now I'm losing business. I could end point and shoot right now today if I wanted to. He made up a lie. And you guys bid it. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me play this. He's far from the world stage. He's far from a world champion. He's far from world champion level, guys. But yet you see me on 2 world champion stages, world stages, and one I was able to walk away with the gold. The other one I was able to take second. And that means I had to beat several world-class world-class brown belts at that time to get there. That is world-class. You can never argue he's not world-class. In jiu-jitsu, people travel from around the world to compete. And then you travel out to the world and compete with them, right? That's the way it works. I'm a traveler. So he's a liar. Yeah, whether or not I like that too, Clutch. Like you said, you were. Listen, bro, whether I was or I am now, what I know is I'm better now at jiu-jitsu than I was then because I know more. I know way more. So if that was world class, what am I now? Clearly still world class. Bro, I go in gyms and beat the whole gym. Most people can't do that. Most people go in the gym and they might beat 1 or 2 people and get cooked. So it is what it is. But anyway, so let me keep playing Mike's lies. As you guys are looking at me, you guys are looking at me win pans right there. Bam. I think that's where these 2 guys on the end are from Brazil. And I don't know where this white dude is from, but he's from America, but from somewhere. Bro, if you beating Brazilians at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're pretty good. You're pretty damn good. Okay. So let me play some more of this. Never won. So I said, I am a black belt. I've won world championships. Did I say I won black belt world champion? I never said that. I am a black belt. True. I've won world championship. True. Whether he respects the federation or not, as a person who knows nothing about jiu-jitsu, that doesn't mean anything. Because if I made that claim, people in the jiu-jitsu community would come at me first and be like, bro, you can't say that because you never won a world title. Or, bro, you can't say that because you're not a black belt. That's not the case. I am a black belt. I believe I'm world class. I know I am. I don't got to believe it. Who's gonna challenge me on that, right? And I have won a world championship. Those are true. Donnie, my brother, do you, as my number one critic, do you find any fault with anything I'm saying so far? Donnie, are you there? Unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad. I was multitasking. What was you talking about?
Do you have any fault in my claims? Do you see any truth in what Point and Shoot is saying?
Nah. I think honestly, if he was confident in what he was saying, he would have posted it on YouTube first and not Patreon.
Right.
But he had to make sure he had to use certain words and edit certain things before he put it out, so he wouldn't have to go through the legal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's already getting sued for lying on people online, and he's like, bro, he's literally taking like half a picture and posting it. Who does that? How is that an investigation? That's an investigation to an idiot. Guys, the link is in the comments.
I think the last clip you were reacting to was like muted. I couldn't hear nothing.
Oh, where he was talking.
Yeah, the clip you just played, I think it was muted because I couldn't hear nothing.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't muted. For some reason, my thing's doing this crazy, like, it's losing like connection to the browser or some crap. But I got all you got. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through another browser. So I'm gonna open that up while I'm here.
Why do you think he's targeting you all of a sudden?
Because he can't go after Adam them right now because I think they're suing him.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think Point You has several lawsuits.
So you don't
right
think he
now
can make another
because the
video on
guy,
Flacco?
I think he can make it. Listen, what they do is they'll keep making videos, but they'll be very careful about what they're saying, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's what they do. So look, he can do whatever he wants to do as far as I'm concerned, but the guy is just a liar. And it sucks when you pigeonhole your content and you're only able to talk about. I'm switching over to another browser, guys.
So you think he's just trying to discredit you, like just strictly for views, not because he's like confident in what he's saying, or not because he has like factual information on board?
Well, you got to give me some factual information that he has.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
It's just all about views at this point, which sucks. Hold on, guys. I'm switching browsers. All right, we're back. I switched browsers. Donnie, come back, man. This dude Donnie always falling off. All right, so we got that first thing out the way. He's not a black belt. He's not a black belt. That's what he was saying at first. Then he says he's never won a world championship. Okay, that's a lie. I just proved that. And he never even competed IBJJF. He's far from that level. I just showed you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can. It's just not your turn to talk yet. But hold on, guys. Yeah. So I've debunked both things. IBJJF second place, Nogi Worlds at brown belt, right? The belt right before black belt, and winning SJJIF Worlds at brown belt. Then winning IBJJF Pan Am purple belt. Like, if you understand in the world of jiu-jitsu how awesome that is, like that's like top accolades. People are literally like, bro, you're a beast, you're awesome, you're dope. Now, if you want to make the sacrifice of like not having a family, like I know dudes who like they abandon their families to train jujitsu. Not even abandoned, I can't say that, but like they basically neglected or rejected family life so that they can continue to just do jujitsu full time. So they wouldn't have to work sleeping on the mat at the gym and stuff like that. I'm not doing all that, But we got a couple people up here. We'll let them comment on what was just shown, and then we'll go into the next lies, point and shoots at. Go ahead, Deontay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so I ain't even gonna lie with you, Brandon. Like I fuck with you, but I ain't gonna lie. It did sort of seem like like you was like I'm a black belt world champion.
No. What was said? You could be. Look, Dante. You could be the kid who was in the slow class in school, right? I don't know you. You could have a learning disability. I don't know you. So when you say it did seem like that, please tell me where I said I am a black belt. Now maybe I said it in a way to where
I ain't gonna lie. You said I'm a black belt world champion.
Okay, where
now,
can you?
I'm a black belt world champion.
No.
That's two different things, but
okay, I think wait a minute.
Heard you, bro.
Listen,
fuck with
man.
you, Brandon. Like I heard you say that.
I fuck with you too,
like,
but I think
heard you.
Do you want to stay up or do you want to go down?
Come on, man.
No, I'm coming on. I'm asking because I said I have won. I'm a black belt. I have won world championship. How is that me saying I'm a black belt is what you've earned? Hey, dude, I'm a black belt. I've earned my black belt. Dude, I've won world championships. If I said, bro, I'm black belt world champion, that would be a statement in its own.
For sure. And the funny thing is, like, I
What's the
feel like I heard you
difference?
go back and forth, and like I ain't gonna lie, it's like I've heard you say like I'm a black belt and I won world champion. Like I've heard you say that too.
No,
But
I've
like,
never listen. You've never heard me say I am a black belt world champion because that would be disrespecting my jujitsu lineage. That would be disrespecting my professors.
no, for sure, for sure. Like when you just said like I'm a black belt and I've won world
So
championships,
why can't listen? Why can't this is the problem with the black man? Why can't you say, "Hey, bro, I misunderstood you. We misunderstood what you
and I
meant."
feel you. I feel you on
Why
that.
does
I
the
feel on that
onus
one.
have to be on me? Listen. If a motherfucker like Donald Trump, if Donald Trump say some bullshit or like a Democrat say some bullshit, black people will find a way to rationalize it. They'll reason and double check the content text and make sure it was said in this way. So I know we possess that ability to do that. Why is it when y'all ready to tear somebody down, now we're going to be willfully ignorant, where we're going to purposely misunderstand, not even try to go through the you know, the like process of saying, well, you know what? Maybe he didn't mean it like how I heard it.
And I feel you on that one. I do. And then one quick question. Is the IJJF thing like, it's like a million different, leagues.
IBJJF.
Yeah, it's
I
like a million. It's like a million different leagues. Is that one like, like a up there one? You know what I mean? Like I don't know the whole martial arts, but I do know it's like a million different leagues and stuff like
Well,
that.
there's not a million, and this is why I'm telling you, people are throwing out criticisms and don't even understand jujitsu at all, which is crazy to me, right? So IBJJF is one of the prestigious jiu-jitsu federations. You also have ADCC. This is specifically jiu-jitsu, not just martial arts. We have nothing to
Yeah,
do with that. Okay.
you're right.
So,
I feel you on that. I
but
know what you're
let me
talking
tell
about.
you
I
this.
do know what you're
The
talking about
year,
somewhat.
the year I did SJJIF was because everybody in my team, which is called Atos, which is the number one jiu-jitsu team in the world, right? I'm on the number one team in the world. We were all doing SJJIF because I believe they were giving out some big cash prizes for competing in their world tournament. So when there's money on the line, the competition gets even stiffer. More people come there because you got a lot of people who do jujitsu full time and don't work. So they go to try
Yeah.
to get those big $5,000, $10,000 paychecks, right? So the competition gets even stiffer. And I was able to come out on top. We sent like a whole delegation, bro. Black belts, brown belts, everybody you could want to send. But you don't really know enough about jujitsu. I'm just telling you, when I say I'm a legitimate jujitsu practitioner, I'm as legitimate as it gets. I'm at the top. Know all the top people. Until they die, I'll be, in the circle. Let me go to 2 Clutch. What's up, 2 Clutch? 2 Clutch going once. 2 Clutch going twice. 2 Clutch going 3 times. All right, buddy. C-Mac from Seattle. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? So what I was speaking on earlier is that
Hold on one second. Why you can't say, now this is how you know someone's retarded. Why you can't say, why can't you say you misspoke? Because I didn't misspeak. I spoke very clearly and eloquently, and I articulated my point very well. Why do I have to correct myself? Like, the world doesn't correct itself for stupid people. Stupid people correct themselves for the world. When you're spelling why you can't say you misspoke, you're retarded. dummy. Why would I conform to what you think I should do? You should go learn how to read at a grade level higher than the 3rd grade, and then you can understand when grown folks is talking. I never misrepresented or misspoke. I said what I said, stand behind what I said, and I'll say it again because it's the truth. I am a black belt. I have won world championships. Truth on truth. All right, let's go ahead, C-Mac. I'm sorry.
I think the reason that they're saying that is because of the point and shoot shit, and because of the fact that they felt like he was landing his plane very elegantly. He looked at certain shit, but like you said, like you done came with the evidence and came with everything else that he didn't see. But you know, he's a popular creator, so it's easy for people to gravitate towards that without all the facts. I'm not even gonna lie, I was looking at the shit kind of funny. I was like, God damn, point and shoot says something, fuck. But I fuck with Brandon, and I'm gonna give Brandon the benefit of the doubt because he's the only nigga who's ever stood on business, regardless if he's right or wrong, regardless of what nobody thinks. He's gonna tell you how he feels, bro, and I respect that shit. So, it's just crazy how 1 minute you fuck with him, the next minute he ain't shit and he's a fraud and he's this and that just because of somebody who's popular said some shit and they did it the right way and did it good enough. Because let's keep it real, point and shoot, that motherfucker's a savage. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it don't mean he's always right, bro. Y'all got to do your own research.
He's a savage liar, right? And this is the thing why I never had respect for point and shoot, because point and shoot will cleverly try to manipulate information.
Yo, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I'm coming to you.
Okay, cool.
Point and shoot will cleverly try to manipulate information to make it seem like he's right. And that's what you have to do when you get desperate, when you only talk about one like YouTube channel. His whole thing is no jumper. He might talk about Fig Muni or something, but he's put himself in a position to where if nothing happens at No Jumper, his channel is dead. Nobody wants to hear this guy talk about nothing else. So he's now getting himself in legal hot water, right? I mean, I'm not going to sue him or anything or try to get his page shut down, but he's taking unnecessary risks trying to slander me when he just has not a leg to stand on. And then somebody in the comments said, I've never seen a black belt so bothered. Dude, honestly, I take that very personally. And if you go around any black belts who have accomplished what I accomplished, they take it personally too, and you will get your ass knocked out questioning somebody's black belt. You don't do that. That's something you don't do. Question your mama's body count before you question my black belt, period. I'm telling you, like, I will, like, that's one thing that will cause a fight. I don't give a fuck who it is. That will cause a fight. Don't come at me like that, because I earned the shit that I accomplished. You know, blood, sweat, and tears. But a lot of these people ain't never.
That's definitely true.
What happened?
I said that's definitely true. You definitely did earn that.
My thing is this: even if he spent 5, 6, 7 years, a lot of niggas won't spend 5 years on shit. So that's another thing that irritates me is like, okay, even if he only spent 5 years, and I'm not trying to say only, but this is what they're saying, right? They're like, oh, he took a shortcut, he this and that. Nigga, you niggas won't spend 5 years on the motherfucking thing, bro, but trying to tell the next motherfucker what he's spending his time on when he's trying to do something positive. And I agree with you when it comes to black people. We do that shit the most. Niggas need to cut that shit out.
There's this one thing I think it's in the 48 laws of power where it says, like, if you can't acquire something, devalue it. Like, if you know you can't get something, just try to make it look like it's not that important. Black people are masters of doing that. Nothing is important to us if we can't get it. I remember my mom used to say dumb shit. I don't care about material stuff. No, you don't care about it because you're not willing to put the work in to get it. Because I have a cousin, she don't drive, she walk, right? She's just a lazy ass bitch. She'll say, oh, a car don't impress me. No. A car does impress you. You're not willing to do the work to get a man with a nice car or to get a nice car for yourself. So you have to devalue that thing so that you won't feel bad, or so you won't, so that you can like rationalize not being willing to work hard enough to get it. There's people who live in apartments who say, oh, living in a house ain't no big deal. There's some people who are like, now if you move out your house because you're like, man, that shit's expensive and I hate wasting my money every month, I want to go travel. I get that. I've been in that boat. But if you're someone who's like, oh, having a house ain't no big thing, like, no, there is a benefit. That's an investment. It appreciates with value. But are you just devaluing it because you want to keep living in the projects, paying $17 a month for rent, and you're not willing to work to get out of that? That's like people who say, you think you're better than somebody. Well, I am better than you. I am better than you. You see these people in LA, social media. He thinks he's a black belt. Well, I'll still beat your ass. That ain't, whatever happens at No Jumper, whatever happened with the body shots.
That's the point, though, is you can beat a lot of people's ass, Brandon, but when you go to say,
hey, you got a bunch of background noise. Boy, having a quinceañera in the background.
Hey, you coming back to No Jumper, Brandon?
Hold on, guys. Wait, one at a time. Two clutch. Go ahead. But he'll
give me a second. I'm fixing the background.
All right, cool. So yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, bro, the question is, do you want to fight me? Do you want to test it? Do you want to see what I know and what I don't?
Nobody said a motherfucking thing when you said that shit. Motherfucker should have stood up and told you to come outside, bro.
These motherfuckers, listen, bro. I'm not gonna, if Usain Bolt is running down the track and he trip and fall while he racing a bunch of fifth graders, I'm not gonna be like, he sucks, he's not good. That's hater shit. That means, like, you see that little fat Mexican at Hater World? He's a hater. So he's like, you got knocked out. Bro, I challenged you to a fight. You never, I fight you. Bro, you got punked by Whack 100.
Hey, though, Brandon, what I say, though, is the first time I seen that fight, I was like, man, I'm rooting for you. I'm like, oh, he slipped. I was like, no, that's a slip. That's a slip. And then the second time, I'm like, fuck, man, I can't really root for saying it's a slip because you slipped 2 times in a row. You know what I mean?
Well, the first time I didn't. I mean, the first time I slipped. The second time I didn't slip. The second time I threw a left, missed, and fell over. So I just fell over. I didn't slip.
It was very uncontrolled. You know what I mean?
Bro, it was an uncontrolled. Listen, man, it was an uncontrolled situation.
No, 100%. And I respect you for standing up and doing everything you did. I think you didn't really take no L's. I really just feel like you need to own up to your L sometimes. Like,
I'm not owning up to no L. I'm not owning up to no L because if
what I mean by that,
wait a minute, wait
on the right side and being
wait, let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. You just said, I don't feel like you took an L, but you need to own up to your L. Explain that.
Because, all right, I will. Exactly. Thank you. So you going up and being a man and doing what you did, you won't take an L for that. But you falling 2 times in a row. If you as a man saying that ain't an L, then there's something wrong with your mind. You like, man, I gotta get my balance together. I gotta get my energy in order.
It was painful.
You know what I mean?
Niggas
C-Mac, wait. Let me say this. C-Mac, you were there. C-Mac was there. Unmute your mic, C-Mac. You saw it. What did you see happen? C-Mac was in attendance.
I was right next to this nigga, bro. He slipped both times. First of all, let's put this out here. He came just to interact with niggas and to keep shit popping and, to interact with the potential host and keep shit popping for No Jumper.
Okay,
the nigga didn't even come there. Like, you got to understand the situation. I was there, nigga. Wasn't even no AC in that bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is hot, sweaty, bothered. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers came in all types of different shit. Like, niggas, like, bro, he slipped, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
And we were just having fun.
Shout out to the homie, though, because he did hold his own. Ain't nobody saying nothing about Brandon's opponent. Like, he did his thing, bro. But let's just call it what it is, bro. Like, the first slip, these niggas zoomed in on his feet, literally Trap Lord Ross said, like, hey, bro, look at that shit. That's a clear slip. The second shit, yeah, he tried to swing in a certain way to where he fucking fell, right? But the thing is, it was all for fun, nigga. Like the fact that people are blowing this shit up and making it seem like it was a straight up head up, like it was
It
none of
wasn't
that,
that.
bro.
Hey, let me ask you this,
Man,
C-Mac.
and that's
As a
why I just
wait,
said he didn't
Too
take
Clutch.
a
Hold
L.
on, Too Clutch. Hold on. Too Clutch. Let me ask you a question. Who's the biggest person you've ever fought? Too Clutch. What was they size?
A person 6'3", not too recently.
Okay. What was they weight?
Probably like 220, not too fat.
Okay. So Mikey about 6'2", 6'3", about 320 or 30 on a good day.
No, God,
Do you realize
I know.
do you realize how much force you have to generate to even impact somebody like that?
And this is why I want to tell you is why I say you didn't take no L, but you do have to own up to your L. You see what I'm saying? It's like you did your thing, but at the end
You're
of the
doing
day,
double speak.
I'm not. I'm telling you exactly
You're
what I'm
saying
saying.
you
If
didn't
don't
take no L,
understand
but
it,
you
then
got to own
might
up
not.
to your L.
Yeah, because you stood on your 10 like a man, but you also fell on your 10 like a man. So you gotta own it. You know what I mean?
Why is falling an L?
Because on everything, if you fall in a
If a
fight,
wait, so if a boxer,
let me say this.
go ahead.
Let me say this. If you doing bodies with somebody, and I know he didn't really make you fall from any of the shots. It's not really that. It's just you exerting yourself. You're making yourself look funny, and this is why I say that you wouldn't look funny if you weren't a black belt jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? If you weren't this person that was building herself up to, handle anybody that comes through no jumper. I'm just being honest with you.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
what didn't I handle?
You falling.
You think if I get in a fight and I slip, that's it. He's like, bro, are you dumb? I'm not you.
No, that's not.
Hey,
That's
let's talk about
point,
this
though.
Brazilian
It's all
jiu-jitsu.
about.
Let's talk
Wait.
about
Let
this.
him finish.
Let
Let
me
him finish.
Okay.
Let him finish.
It's all about the placebo of how people look at you. You know what I mean? They look at you now as more vulnerable than they did before because
No, they
they're
don't.
like, oh
No,
man,
they don't because
I
they
promise you
still
they do.
they
But no,
still
me personally,
listen.
as a person that recognizes you put this work in, I understand that you're actually a black belt. You know what I mean?
C-Mac, as a person was there, do you think that once that happened, everybody in the room, which it was all the niggas who be in the audience comments, do you think that was like, yeah, Brandon weak, now we'll challenge him and try him?
Man, not that. It's
Everybody there,
Wait, go ahead,
everybody
C-Mac.
there, even though they laughed and even though they was like, oh, Brandon failed, there was the hype. I'll give bro this, like, I'll give him one thing that he's saying. The hype was real. They're like, oh, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Brandon, we've been waiting for this, right? And that's why Brandon did it in the fucking first place. So what I'm saying is that it was like, I'm not gonna say it was a play, but
man, I don't want to cut
motherfuckers.
C-Mac off, but I really want to say something. And
You
this is
can
my
wait.
whole thing.
You
Go
can
ahead.
wait.
Okay, I got you.
Go ahead.
So
C-Mac.
what I'm saying is, as a motherfucker who was right in front of this shit, bro, around everybody, like even I was like, oh, like on some playful shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Brandon held his own, but even I did it. I was like, oh, you might see me in the video like, oh, Brandon, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I was there. It was some clown shit. Motherfuckers was just trying to hype the event up and give people who were nothing a chance to be something. That's all it was.
We were having fun. I don't see how having fun becomes, oh, this is real, and now you're taking an L. That's bitches do stuff like that. That's like a dude saying, hey man, let's play a joke.
You're on the
wait. Let me say this. Too Clutch. That's like somebody saying, hey bro, let me smash this pie in your face as a joke for TikTok. He smashes the pie in your face, then he goes home and be like, that nigga's a bitch. I smashed a pie in his face. Like, bro, we're doing this for laughs and fun. You're
That's
like, you took
exactly
an L.
what happened.
You're the person, Too Clutch, you're trying to add weight to something that has no weight. Because if someone said, hey, do you want to fight me, nigga, and this is going to be for street credit, things are going to be way different because I'm going to tie my shoes up or go to my car, get my other shoes I had in my trunk. And, bro, I literally came inside from shaking every nigga's hand in line waiting to get in the door. Like, But I'm like, I'll play around, I'll participate, let's have some fun. That's not an L. You don't take Kobe Bryant don't take an L for
you're perceiving real life from the internet. You got to understand.
That's what you're doing.
No,
that's
no,
what you're doing.
Was real life
as a man on the in real life, but on the internet,
you coming next,
falling and doing all these things. You got to own up to it at some point. You
can't. So every time you fell, or tripped, you went to somebody who was like, man, my bad, man. I fell, man. I fell. You went to your dad. I mean, I don't know if your dad's even around, but you went, Dad, I failed you, man. I tripped the other day on the curb and skinned my knee. You sound stupid.
Throw shots. I'm not
throwing shots. I said I don't know if your dad's around. Dude, slipping or falling is not an L. Only an idiot thinks that's an L. That's something that happens by mistake.
That's not an L when they're out of shape and saying they're a black belt.
Oh, okay. So tell me this.
Wait, whack 100.
If you say that I'm out of shape, I'll give you that.
I would box you. I would box you the way you're in shape right now.
That's fine. Listen,
I would box you. You sound like a square.
Wait.
You're from Seattle.
If you say
and I'll knock your ass off.
Guys, you're on the internet.
Quit it.
You're on the internet. You can't get to each other. Calm down. If you say, Brandon, you're fat and out of shape, okay, I will never even argue. Have you seen me argue against one person who was like, bro, is out of shape? No,
I haven't heard that. No,
that's a true because that's true. That's true.
That's true. But then again, you also said that you can do this, do that. Anybody from 8 Trey, this. Hold on. And I want to say this too. When that boy Ant Hefe walked in that room after you said that, you was like, Ant, did I say too much? You sound like a scared little puppy. Why?
I said, did I say too much?
Yeah, you said, Ant, did I say? I was watching it live. You said, Ant, did I say?
That was a joke, dummy. Because
nobody else brought that up though. I was
wait a minute. C-Mac has been to No Jumper. If anybody who has been to No Jumper, which you haven't, when you're in the lobby area, you have a big screen TV where you can see what's happening in the room. Everything I said, Ant Hefe heard it in the lobby. It's on a big screen. It plays. If Ant Hefe was gonna do something,
you're right about that. No, you're right about that.
Wait, let me finish. Did he
see that? Did he see that though?
Bruh, he was in the lobby. Goofball.
I don't know about that.
You can't miss it. It's a humongous big screen TV.
Then would that even matter if he was in the lobby when you're saying that? You're talking out loud.
If Ant Hefe was coming to try to fight me, listen, bro. Let me make the point, bro. Like I hate niggas that try to operate on lies, and then when you try to expose the truth, they want to keep interrupt you. You just made an assertion like I was scared of Ant Hefe. Now I'm clearing it up, and you want to keep interject. Listen, bro. If Ant Hefe was gonna do something to me, he would have hit the door going off. He heard everything I said.
He's not like that.
So why would I already knew what it was before he came?
My question is only
they are the same team.
Listen, bro. So if you listen, you've never met Ant Hefe. I have. So if you can see Ant Hefe ain't tripping off of that little bullshit, why would I be scared of him?
I mean,
I know Ant Hefe ain't tripping off of that shit.
You said you were just joking. Why were you just joking then?
I can't joke, nigga. Like you just moving the goalpost now.
But no, this is my whole point.
Nigga just want to talk, bro.
A little bit more. I mean, that's the whole point of playing the internet. If you're just joking, why didn't you just joke?
See, you're a bitch on the internet.
I'm not a bitch.
You talking about I'm playing
in real life? You fat fuck.
You're definitely a bitch. You see,
you won't. You know,
I would trip you.
You should understand the fact that these niggas is in the building together.
Hold on, brother. Chase him. I'll have you chasing you.
Too clutch. Here we go. So in real life, you are telling me, Brandon, I will knock you the fuck out.
Yeah, if you came up,
you really believe that? I'm having a moment of honesty.
If you just call me what you just called me in real life in my face, I swear to God on everything I love, I'll probably switch your fat ass down.
Oh, you'll probably shoot me.
In reality, yeah, you don't think
that. So that makes you more of a bitch. So,
that makes you a super
bitch. So listen. Out their name and not expecting that.
So listen. First, it was Brandon, I'll knock you the fuck out. Then when I said, so you really think you can knock me out? Well, in real life, I'll shoot you. That's what he basically said. I'll switch you down. We know you're a bitch. That's why I called you a bitch.
Bro, in real life,
because I knew you already. You know what bitches do? Bitches go get guns. First, they say, I'm going to knock you out, and then they shoot you. They do suspect type shit.
No, I'm just
You're
being
that.
honest with
You're just. Sorry, I took him down. Hey, you're back.
you.
You didn't go no. Listen, no, and I'm
I'm
being
sorry,
honest
bro.
with
You
you.
told me,
Listen,
you told me your
listen.
answer. I'm just telling you in reality,
Clutch.
bro, Brandon. You
I'm
think
t-
that everybody wants to fight you? Nobody.
and I'm
wants to
telling
fight
you in
bro.
reality. You listen,
I
bro.
would fight you. I would
you
throw
said
one.
no.
I would literally risk getting beat up on
You
camera. But a
just
lot of
said
people won't.
Oh wait,
Because
but
that's
you just
exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna get beat up. So why are you
Brandon,
even
why?
doing that?
I know
Listen,
you hear this, right? You heard that?
I'm listening to you. I hear the click of your gun. I
That's
hear.
what I'm saying.
Listen,
A lot of people have those, so I'm telling you, you got to stop talking
Yeah,
like this.
and you's a
hey,
bitch.
hey, I'm gonna
Can
call
you mute
that.
C-Mac, please? Can you mute C-Mac?
Hold on. Okay, listen. I hear the gun, but just the fact that you have a gun and you're clicking, you're a scared child, bro. You're scared. Like,
could be
and there's
true.
nothing
That
wrong
could be
with that.
true.
But as a
That could
man,
be
you need
true,
to
and a
learn
lot
how to
of
stand on
scared
your own
child-
too.
Okay, I've been
Yeah.
standing on my own too for my whole life. That's what
You're a
you get
child
wrong.
soldier, bro.
But a
You're a
scared,
child
I could be a
soldier.
child soldier,
gotta
and a
get-
child soldier will smoke
Your
you. I'm
gun been
just trying to let
standing
you
on
know
too, not
that you
you.
can't
Not
speak
saying-
so broadly.
Listen,
You can't speak so broadly.
but do you understand? I already won because when you brought up a gun, you admitted that you're afraid of me.
Bro, Brandon, I just told you.
I never
watch
brought up a
every
gun
single
to you.
person.
I don't say this. Hey, bro,
Brandon,
I knocked your ass out. Oh no, I'm gonna go get a switch.
Manipulate. That's just not cute.
I'm not
You can do all that.
manipulating you.
In real life, bro, you can talk all that shit you want, but any person you run into that you try to fight will have a gun.
That's not true.
How many fights have you been in the streets lately?
Not many.
Exactly.
My question is, who does that
I know
make a
people.
bitch?
Wait. I know people who have guns and will still fight you.
And that's me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is what you
No,
don't
you
get.
just
I'm the
said in
type of
real life,
person
I'm
that
gonna
will
spit your ass down. Make your mind up.
No, it's not,
do you
man.
listen, or do you not know how to listen? You don't know how to manipulate people that know how to talk. I know how to speak.
No, you're just a bitch, bro. As soon as you said that gun shit, it was
You got a
over.
mole on your nose and you look fucking lost. Stop.
Yeah,
now
still
all right,
putting
he's
more
done.
hoes in
He's
you,
done.
pussy.
All right, he's done. He could never be a no
Weird
jumper
ass
rose. He
nigga.
already started resorting to violence. Talking about I'll shoot the mole off.
Like, what are you talking about? Oh, I'll fight you
Guys.
and I'll shoot
I
you.
said he has a mole
That's
on
some
his
weird shit.
Okay,
nigga.
thank you, Too Clutch. You're welcome
That's
to come back
all
up.
you can say because you's a straight bitch and you can't do
C-Mac,
nothing else.
I'm gonna bring you back up. Deontay, I'm gonna bring you back up. All right, guys. This is what I'm saying. These people root. This is what I only on the internet can someone say, oh, I'm a judge this person's physical performance. But if I was in this situation, I would have went and got a switch and tried to kill somebody. That's only on the internet. You resorting to a gun over a fist fight, but calling somebody a bitch. Nigga, that is the definition of being a bitch. I'm gonna kill somebody because I'm too afraid to throw hands with them. Boy, I'm telling y'all. Now let me get back to this point and shoot lies. After all of that, so we got some more from point and shoot. Let's see whatever other lies he's telling.
Obviously, it's not accurate to call yourself a world champion if you won an SJJIF.
And that's exactly what Brandon is doing. He's considering this a world title.
So this,
not even kidding.
so
And
this
is what I'm
dope.
talking about with this.
So this dope fiend says, 820. So this white guy, I don't even know who this is, but point and shoot is like, let me go pluck some random white YouTuber out of obscurity because what he's saying helps me, it fits my narrative. What type, like, who is that? Has he won anything? Has he ever competed, done jiu-jitsu at all? But his word is law. He got no pictures on a podium, but he
IBJJF, which is not a world title at all.
It's obviously it's not accurate to call yourself a
what's the, and this guy looks like a smoker. He looks like he does drugs. What is this guy's name right here? Because let me tell you something. If I went from SJJIF to then IBJJF Worlds taking second place, that means if someone came to SJJIF and beat me, they would say, dude, I'm on the level of or better than someone who took second place at SJJ at IBJJF, who took silver medal. So the athlete validates the venue. The venue doesn't validate the athlete. Because if you beat me that day, dude, you're at the top. But thank goodness no one beat me that day. That's all that's all this is about. So let's go get what is this? MMA Che? Yeah. Some smoker looking dude. MMA Che, I think that's his name. But this guy does MMA. He doesn't even do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu exclusively. He does MMA. That's like saying, hey, the guy who won at Bellator is not a champion. His championship don't count because it's from Bellator. No, he's Bellator champ. And the UFC champ is the UFC champ. And there are people in Bellator who will beat people in UFC, and there's vice versa. But I'm trying to figure out, why does this guy become a credible source?
World champion if you want an SJJIF.
And that's exactly what Brandon is doing. He's considering this a world title. What? Not even
Donnie,
kidding.
come up so I can bring you up.
What I'm talking about with the stolen. This is why I consider this to be a jiu-jitsu stolen valor, because he's claiming he's a black belt right now and claiming to be a world champion because he won at brown belt at the SJJIF. So what he's supposed to say is, I won an SJJIF when I was a brown belt, but I'm a black belt now.
I don't have to say that. I don't have to say anything that Point and Shoot thinks I have to say. So this is what he has to say. Who is this guy? Bro, your life revolves around a porn star. This guy's life is basically it revolves around whatever a porn star does. But he gets to tell everybody how and what they need to say. I said what I said. What I said is true. There is no jiu-jitsu black belt who would say, nope, Brandon's lying. That's whose opinion would actually matter. No, I don't do the same thing he's doing. I talk about all types of stuff. If I talk about No Jumper, I actually work there. That makes sense. Who don't talk about their job? I'm in the room. So if I talk about them, my criticisms are legitimate. But I'm not a coward hiding behind the internet. If bro has real serious gripes with No Jumper, bro should go to Adam like, I want to come on No Jumper and talk shit to you. But he's a coward, in my opinion. And the worst part, he's worse than a coward. He's a liar. You can be a coward. I won't make fun of you. But when you lie, to me, I have no respect for people who just make up lies on the internet, man. And that's what he's doing.
Not a world champion at all. That's what he should.
Donnie, come back up, man. Brandon loves the locker room. What the fuck is that? Donnie, come on, man. I need some real criticism from my boy Donnie. He's the guy who's like, man, I think Point and Shoot was right. So we got this right here. This guy, Keenan Cornelius, right? Let me show you. I'm gonna show you how stupid Point and Shoot is. Keenan Cornelius says, you're not a true BJJ world champion unless you've won at IBJJF Worlds or ADCC, right? Well, here's the thing. I almost won a world championship in IBJJF. I took second. I also did win Pan Am's, which is the Pan American Championship for all the Americas, right? I did win that. Mind you, Keenan does not have a black belt world title at in the gi. Keenan Cornelius don't got no black belt world title in the gi. He never won IBJJF black belt world title in the gi. He's might have come a little bit close, but he never won. So a person who also never won a championship at black belt is now saying you're not a true world champion unless you've won IBJJF. That's his opinion. So now his opinion is the law of jiu-jitsu. So if I say, hey, if you fart and it smells, you got cancer, that is now going into the medical journal as factual just because I threw out an opinion. Come on, guys. We can't be this damn dumb. I know a lot of you are, but you can't be that stupid. So beyond that, let's see what other.
No, I don't want to hear people saying this is semantics, bro. It's not a big deal. It is.
I don't want to hear people saying semantics. So he's already telling you what you can't think. You can't think like this. Because he knows if you think rationally, guess what? His argument will go out the window. He's already at the point where he can get sued for at least in my opinion $100,000. So what he does is he doubles down. Like, point and shoot is not dumb. He knows what he's doing is dishonest, but he keeps trying to like double down on it because he probably has to pay his bills and his money's getting drying up.
Is a big deal. They're writing articles about people like Brandon, and people need to understand that Brandon has never competed at the highest level at any belt. Brandon has won his.
Okay, so this is what he said. He said they're writing articles about people like Brandon. You know what's beautiful about this? This is what I love about the internet. So let's talk about writing articles about Brandon, because Brandon's never competed at the highest level. Well, if the people at the highest level are writing articles about me, right? I mean, they're writing articles about, Jiu-Jitsu stolen valor, right? If those people then write articles about me, does that mean I'm like celebrating me and praising me? Does that then mean that I am at the highest level? I'm really trying to understand the metric by which I am being gauged by point and shoot. That's the biggest thing for me. Because if we want to talk about who's what and who stole something and who's not world class and all this crap, right? I want to pull this up for you. And where is it? Okay, here. Let me see. Okay. Man, so many damn accomplishments. It's hard to get through them all. Here. I'm trying, because believe it or not, as much as people want to hate me, when I was competing regularly, people were writing articles about me. And there's a online newsletter called BJJ Eastern Europe. And for whatever reason, they saw fit to write an article about me. So we're steadily talking about, dang, if I can find the article, we're talking about he's never done this at the highest level, blah, 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 blah. Well, then why would someone write articles about a person who never competed at the highest level? Hold on, I'm looking for this on my page. I'll probably do better just to Google it. Here we go. Found it. So I think I could search there. But if you say Brandon's not world class, why is a European? Oh, there we go. There we go. If I'm not world class, why is a European news outlet about BJJ? Why are they writing about me? Why are they writing about me? Why is someone from across the world writing 2015 Pan Champ Brandon Tucker on Big Man Jiu-Jitsu, swimming as, I don't even know what S&C means, strength and conditioning, and more. But he's not world class at anything in the point and shoot voice. He's never done anything. It's like he's trying to convince it like a jealous female. He's never competed at the highest level. Well, then why are they writing an article? Why are they writing an article? But his claim, point and shoots thing, claim is he's never competed at the world class about anything. In anything. I don't know how I faked the vlog from 2015, but okay. But that's what it is with these people. When they realize that you are who you say you are, now they can't help that. Oh my God, it can't be true. Let me just move something else. Let me try to move the goalpost to something else. But the fake article, I see real letters. I see all this. Oh, wait. So what are you talking about? Oh, wait. Look at what they wrote. Brandon Tucker is this year's Pan Ultra Heavyweight Purple Belt Adult Champion. At 5'9", 280, he is very imposing. He is a very imposing BJJ player, but is actually the nicest and most gentle guy you'd meet. Brandon trains at Art of Jiu-Jitsu Academy under the Mendez brothers and has competed all over the world. BJJ Eastern Europe met Brandon at the Europeans. That's where they met me, at the European tournament. And he told us more about his life story, how jiu-jitsu made a big impact in his life, big man jiu-jitsu, and much more. So after I won Pan Ams, which was in Long Beach, I then flew to Europe to do another tournament. And that's where I ran into BJJ Eastern Europe. And they were like, let us interview you. Wait, but I never competed all over the world. Point and shoot, your claim has been debunked again. I think that's another suable offense. What do you guys think? That's another suable offense. Maybe I should sue him and get his channel taken down. Help add a little bit more weight to the scale. Another lie debunked with ease. Let's see what else. Let's listen to some more point and shoot.
17-year-olds. Well, look at number 2 in the country. So these are purple belts. Okay, this isn't the top of the top. And Brandon, when he won this medal, he thought, I'm the champion of the world. No. You're a you're like the world's okayest grappler. What? You're not very good. Okay.
He says, you're the world's okayest grappler. You're not very good, but I took second at the IBJJF Worlds. You're better than okay at brown belt. And if there's anybody who does jiu-jitsu in the audience, let me know, because you guys can attest to the fact that nothing is easy. Bro, some of the hardest tournaments I ever fought were like little tournaments no one even heard of. Sometimes there's just guys who are super good during, low-level tournaments, but I don't consider any tournament low-level, because you can go to any tournament and meet your match.
You put in the time to be a black belt. You got your black belt. That's fine. But to call yourself a world-class.
Oh, wait. What did he say? Didn't he say I was a fake black belt? So why is he now saying you put in your time to get your black belt, you got your black belt? But I thought I was a fake black belt. Oh, wait. Now that he's looked at the evidence, realized that his lies can't be substantiated, now he has to move the goalpost.
You got your black belt, that's fine. But to call yourself a world-class champion,
I want to hear that one more time.
That's what I got a huge. I'm the champion of the world. No. You're a you're like the world's okayest grappler. What? You're not very good, okay? You put in the time to be a black belt, you got your black belt, that's fine. But to call yourself a world-class champion, that's what I got a huge problem with that. I'm sorry.
Coming in the door, I'm understanding, dude, you're a world-class black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And
so I said world-class black belt. Where did he hear me say I'm a world-class champion, which I am? But once again, the evidence, you got to understand, Point and Shoot went through hours of video to produce this, right? And he can't find one video of me saying, hey guys, I'm a black belt world champion. This is bad journalism.
You got your black belt, that's fine. But to call yourself a world-class champion, that's what I got a huge problem with that. I'm sorry.
Coming in the door, I'm understanding, dude, you're a world-class black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And even the I'm a black belt thing needs to stop. Modern jiu-jitsu is different. The black belt barely even means anything anymore.
So now he's making rules for martial arts he never did. Oh, even the black belt thing has stopped because modern jiu-jitsu, the black belt is different. Anybody can get a black belt, bro. What are you talking about? People spent years to earn their black belt. People spent years. And you know what, too? I was going to show you guys a lot of IBJJF fights, but now IBJJF fights are owned by this company called Flow Grappling, and I'm not paying them to show you my own fights. That's stupid. So everything you did at IBJJF, literally Flow Grappling controls it. But if you do want to watch that stuff, I'll give you the link to Flow Grappling, and you can pay for it and watch it all you want to. But I'm not paying them to watch these fights. I've been there and done that. I was there. Hold on. But I'll give you the link to that, and y'all could go knock yourself out on that. Hold on. Let me. What you oh, this guy eating? What you eating, bro? They hooked you up? Okay. Yeah, Flow Grappling is wild. So, but I'll show you this. So right here, you can go to the Flow Grappling here if you are really interested in seeing what I've done. Pay them. You can watch me compete. Here I am right here. Brandon Tavares Tucker. Right there. 2017. What is that? IBJJF World Championship. I thought I never competed. I thought I never competed on the world stage. I thought I never did that. So the IBJJF Worlds, Brandon Tucker, World Championships there. Pan Jiu-Jitsu Championships here. Pan Jiu-Jitsu Champions there. Pan there. IBJJF Worlds right here. IBJJF Worlds right here. I mean, what more do you want? I've done it. So I think that point and shoot, he better collect that money from that. He better collect all the money he needs for these lawsuits he has.
Now in jiu-jitsu, you have clubs giving away belts with membership.
What?
Yeah, so if you show.
But yeah, he just literally pulled up a bunch of nonsense to make you. No, hating is fun, but I'm just making sure there's a video record here of him being debunked. You know, everything he said about me. Then I could like clip it up, whatever. But before we go, hey, before we go, I would like to go back to my Facebook for a second because you guys have been rocking with me for a bit. So I want to show you guys this too. This is the #1 Jiu-Jitsu Academy in the world. You know, and you know, they show love. Put your boy on the flyer. Right there, bottom right corner. My good friend, Jonathan Shaya, my other good friend, Tommy Longacher, champion jiu-jitsu fighter from Norway, you know, world class. What is this? Oh, also, let me see if I could. I got some good pictures, man. This stuff is gold. This is jiu-jitsu gold. Also, if you're not a world-class athlete, how do you get sponsorship? How do you get sponsorship? Because I definitely had sponsorship. I definitely was getting paid. So, yeah. Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah. Here goes my sponsor, VHTS. I just want to take a second to thank VHTS for sending me their Beyond Awesome Bee Water Kimono. I was aware from the experience of close friends and training partners that VHTS made quality, comfortable kimonos, but until I put one on for myself, could not have possibly imagined how spectacular their kimono will be. And then I talked about like the thing about the sizing of the kimono, all that stuff. I mean, why? Oh, this is a good picture. This is in Abu Dhabi with who? Keenan Cornelius, Andre Caval, Kit Dale, Lucas Lepre, Pete O'Neill. I don't know that guy on the end. And me. You can't get in that room without being someone. So even when I was here a purple belt, I was in the room training with the top black belts in the world. Private sessions. But, oh, wait. Double gold with who? None other than Andre Caval. Oh, none other. This picture looks so gay. He should have used that picture. Oh, wait. Is that your boy in action? Oh, yeah. Whooping feet. Whoop. Oh, wait. Does that say IBJJF on the bottom right corner? He's never done an IBJJF. Bro, listen, man. When I sue point and shoot, I'm using all this in court. Oh my goodness. Once again, look at this room. Guy Mendez, JT Torres, Mike Carbolito, Pete O'Neill, Mike Perez, Rolando Sampson, Rafa Mendez. Come on. If you know jiu-jitsu, these are the top dogs. Mihai Andre, all the way. That's not JT Torres. That's Mihai Andre, all the way from Romania. I need to get back in that good jiu-jitsu shape. There's my professor right there. They wish they could be like me. It's good to be me. It's the truth. It's the truth. So did Point and Shoe have any more homosexual criticisms? Hold on.
Show up. We count how many times you come to practice, and then you have a stripe every so often. It's all scheduled. We tell you when you're going to get your program.
Maybe because they don't have the big name. Maybe after Horace Gracie, the guy who I saw on YouTube. Checkmate.
What's funny is that, why would you black belt in 7 years just to never compete, but also of self-defense? I mean, even people are saying that even in MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is no longer relevant.
We saw that recently with Kron Gracie getting his head smashed against the ground. This is like the most perfect get to mount position.
When it comes to like being afraid, like.
So I want to show you this next clip, and Brandon is just panicking, and he knows his career is over. I mean, this wasn't over. I mean, people weren't going for it. Look at these comments. Matches. He is. Person that I think didn't get fooled by Brandon was Lush. Lush was always, he never respected the belt. He would say things like, man, shut your black belt ass up. That shit don't mean shit where I'm from, homie. I'm from the west side of town, fool.
What? You're athletic.
You're 36 in a karate class. Shut the fuck up.
Man, okay, nah. No.
Lush was just tired of hearing it, and he really didn't care.
So 1 minute he criticizes these people and they're terrible, and then the next minute, oh, Lush is now the end all be all authority. Like, this is dumb. This is so stupid. But man, look, all I know, Point and Shoot lies about everything.
I mean, it's just like, cool. That's your little sport that you do. It's not something that you need to, go around and try to prove yourself to everyone with. You know what I mean? Like, that's really pathetic. So he loses both matches. He is every topic, but what he's actually doing is he's looking at his phone secretly and looking up every topic. But and I'll explain what he does. So what he does, but when he back from this little stunt that he pulled, so he didn't quit. No jumper. He'll be back. But he wants to do this thing where he wants people to miss him and complain about him not being there and stuff. But which is not happening, by the way. But when he comes back, I want people to pay attention to him because he's been doing something very bad. And I'll explain what he does. So what he does is he pretends that he's like smarter than everyone and more educated than everyone on every topic. But what he's actually doing is he's looking at his phone secretly and looking up information and then presenting it as like information that he just knew off the top of his head. This is a form of deception, which is a violation.
You're the way that you articulate your words, the way that you're able to communicate, the way that you're able to captivate the audience, like that is substance within itself. You get
now, this next part will be his conviction with what he does. This is what he does. This is his whole thing is I'm the smart guy. He's not smart. Look at this. This is actually lying to me. What he's doing in this next clip is the same to me as lying. And I think you'll agree with me. Look at this. So this is Gorilla Hebrew. This guy right here is Gorilla Hebrew. He has been accused of wanting to be pegged. Okay. And so so there's like this discussion going on, and Brandon doesn't know anything about what they're talking about. And he gets asked his opinion. Black 100 goes, hey, dude, what do you want to say about that? And Brandon doesn't have the answer because he doesn't know. But then what he does is he pulls his phone out and looks the answer up on AI. And then he butts in and then starts like talking over everyone, acting like he knows everything. I mean, this is a huge violation. I'm sorry.
Now, mind you, we're supposed to follow the Bible. The Bible say the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall a matter be established.
This guy just seems grifter to me. I don't know anything about him, but I just can tell that this is not who he is. Isn't he from California? He's from the Hoovers, but he talks all funny. He's like, we're supposed to follow the Bible. That's not how you talk, bro.
They don't have 2 or 3 witnesses that I've actively participated in any of those things. Hold on, no, don't cut me off.
Look how quiet Brandon is. He doesn't know anything about any of this. Look at this.
You cannot convict me of any sin unless you have at least 2 witnesses to substantiate it.
This is why I don't fuck with religion.
Now listen.
So we're witnessing Brandon lacking knowledge on the subject. So he's going to start going for the phone. Look at, he's going for the phone.
Hold on. Let me finish my point though. Let me finish my point though.
Hey, Brandon, what you got to say about 2 or 3 witnesses?
Listen.
So this is really important. So Brandon is asked directly, what do you think about this? What is your input on the 2 witnesses thing? And Brandon just kind of shrugs and goes, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that.
Listen.
And then he sits there for a second and looks around the room and pretends like he's not about to look up the stuff on his phone. It's almost like he's trying not to get caught.
What?
See, this is the problem. I gotta finish my point though.
This serious though.
No, so very simple. Hold on.
So Brandon sits here and Googles things and AIs things for like 15 minutes straight. I'm not even kidding. He's just Googling away. He's just gaining all of this knowledge so that he can regurgitate it onto others to make himself look really smart. And this is exactly what you're going to see happen in this next clip.
No. Listen, whack. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing.
So Brandon just got asked about this. He's the Whack said, "What do you think about this?" Brandon said, "I don't know. Who cares?" He looks all this stuff up on his phone, and now look at him. He's getting all comfortable. He's getting ready to putting the microphone up to his face. He knows he's about to start dominating. Look at this.
Peg me. Nobody asked for that.
Can I please?
Hold on, listen. No, damn all that. No. Can't nobody else speak because hold on. Just I got you.
No, because you real. This is personal to you.
Yeah,
I want to wait. Let me say.
Okay, so this is when Wack came in and started talking about Gorilla Hebrew getting pegged and all Hey guys, what's up? I had an internet issue. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for still being here. But yeah, so just to finish the last point I was making, yeah, when I looked at my phone, I was getting bombarded by a bunch of Hebrew Israelites, and specifically a good friend of mine who was my neighbor. He lived across the street from me. So I was looking at my phone, looking at the messages he was sending me while they were talking. You guys saw me debate Guerrilla Hebrew in real time. We talked about Bible scriptures. We didn't need to look any up. We didn't need to go on the phones. So for him to say, "Oh, Brandon knows nothing about this. He knows nothing about the Bible scriptures," just go watch me and Guerrilla Hebrews debate, and that will show you that I know all about what he's talking about. I'm pretty knowledgeable of the Bible. But yeah, Point Shoe's just a hater. I'm gonna go have some lunch. Thank you guys all for watching this. Sorry to the people who left super. Oh wait, let me get these super chats real quick. I can't get them because I can't even see them on my phone. But anyway, thank you to everyone who contributed to the stream. I love all of you. Till the next time, take care of yourself. But most importantly, please take care of each other. Peace.